Welcome in, Ross. This is your Demon Lord, Dracosak. Here today we are going to continue where we left off for basically the real front event. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. It was something I actually had to do. Anyway, let's get started. Section 11, Tech. Actions of the East and courageous the general. Hey Jackal, how goes it? Okay. You see, Easter Tactician, I told you this would be a good match. But all good things must come to an end. It's time to finish this. Virginius, wait, he's got some kind of spell prepared. Huh? This is never part of my plan. I only kept it around as kind of assurance just in case. But now that you brought your tier of the Holy Grail right to me. Primal Tree of 5 Exalted Spirits, Radiant Splendor, 8 to the gates of the caverns, the decrees of the 5 elders. 7 hours? What kind of movie takes 7 hours? In fact, imagine the whole process to make a 7-hour movie. Spin, 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 spin the name in the 8 engrams. Yeah, it's Louie. Such a surprise. Your mystical is holding the tier of the Holy Grail Scroll too. What's me in this, Taigon Wang? Yeah. Something just smashed through the wall. Mysterious? Of all the times for someone to crash the party. Okay, that was actually kind of fun to yeah, voice there. Yeah. Send a Tango, you told me about 1994, good god. I forget, did the Titanic actually came before this movie? Damn, looks like I lost that one. Your Taikon Wang. Although I know the Titanic was an absolute freaking mess. There were people even swimming in piss. Just to basically film the movie. Because, yeah, they couldn't go to the bathroom, so they just went in the bathroom and water. Also, it's a tier of Holy Grail is mine. Although, then again, I also remember, too, someone actually was basically trying to poison the whole crew and ended up making them vomit. Who are you? Although I did never actually catch the person that actually did that, though. I am the Lord of the Western Castle. Lord and servant of the Central Castle. See, sis? I beat the Lord. Yes, you did great. And every time you do something great, you become less of a monster. The heroic king of Athens made his way. We're having it. Rendered his help and defeated the Minotaur. As I recall, he was one of the Argonauts who traveled with Hercules and Jason. Cease your warrior already knows about me. What's the sad truth for the events? Well, dude, you are basically fucking famous! Who hasn't heard of Theseus? Dracosak, get out of here now! Da Vinci. Theseus and Asterios are working together in the worst possible matchup for you. Yeah, as you have two enemies working with each other. You see? Wonder, loss. Damn, that's right. Just remember, there's still phantasm. And Theseus is the only one who can navigate. Die! Chaos Labyrinth! Ah, fuck. Watching it. Yeah, probably not. Or if you're gonna do it in chunks. So you don't end up driving yourself mad. So this is the labyrinth the great craftsman Aeolus built to contain the Minotaur. Sure it is. Everything about this place brings back memories, makes me sick. Damn it. Ah. Thank you again, Asarios. Everybody went great recording here. Now we can defeat the Lord of North Castle, trap the Lord of Central Castle here. I guess this means you're human, which means you don't need to fight anymore. You must be tired. Just sit here and sleep. Okay, so take Ake on 1997. Okay. Okay, so I wasn't trying to beat the Titanic. But either way, freaking long ass movie. After all, my null phantasm means I'm the only one who can get out of here. Oh, okay. I probably tell Ares. Hades. A cup for your tear, the Holy Grail, after everything else is taken care of. Wonder, loss. Now rest. Track a sock. Just like that. I should have. Oh, okay. Can I claim these? Oh, we get. Wanted to watch it in one sitting. Yeah, good luck with that. It's like you just take all day off just to watch a movie. Do it probably when you're like going on vacation, you just want to rest at home, I guess. The ground and even the river itself were stained a vivid red. The red of blood spilling from the vanquish. How did it come to this? No, there was no point in thinking about it. Even in this war, he was a clear and undisputed victor. How could he not be? There was simply no way he could lose. His comrades turned remedies were former opponents. He could put up a proper fight. But where things reached that point was entirely up to him. Culture. That's what this concept came to be called. The king of the conquerors owned countless trinkets and treasures, but he was only aid who understood their true worth. Their worth was art. Their worth was art because of religion. Their worth was stories. Honestly, there were only two people he truly feared. One was a genius who could surely defeat him with strategy alone. The other was a fearsome warrior of the king's command, said to be the strongest fighter of the land. So he fought them both with culture. For instance, by stealing the king's corpse. He paid all possible respects to the corpse. He offered sacrifices, so as one of the gods themselves. He held games to celebrate it. He reserved the king's corpse so perfectly that no one can find any fault with him. And with the king's corpse in possession, it became far more difficult for would-be rivals to antagonize him. It was a fate no other trainer could hope to replicate. He governed the nation brilliantly, showing none of others justification for war, but he can ever take root. In time, he became known as a savior of the land. And proclaimed undisputed victory, he raised his successor in peace and enjoyed a long life of his own. However, there remained something about his lost life that seemed like a dream he could never escape. Good morning, Master. You've been sleeping for some time, and it seems that your dreams are not happy ones. Not that long? Yeah, it's been a minute. If his appearance is anything to go by, it must be night outside. Where are we? Fortunately, we're still inside the Minotaur's famous labyrinth. Yeah, it is night, and as we lack a day's thread to guide us, escaping will know his task. How about Shadi? Can you reach him? A shot of some cows walking while the camera's moving. Good God. I wonder how that holds up to How Many Cooks. Because that's supposed to be a spoof of like a sitcom opening. It's supposed to be very, very long. I'm not surprised that the Legends of Minotaur are true. The concept is no doubt repels any attempts to survey it. What's more, I don't know how it happened, but the effort is perfectly fused with the Norman castle. While it does feel a touch of off in consequence, it doesn't seem to have any reverse effect on the shielding. Damn it, I knew castles were at their most immediately after they were conquered, but it still lets us fall right into this trap. It's not your fault, Pati. I thought I was being careful too. Obviously, I was wrong. Pati, what kind of nickname is that? Hey, I can't say it Martinez every time I gotta talk to you. Don't blame me. I didn't name you. Whatever. Happened to the respect of your elders. You don't seem worried, Master. Was less a George. Yeah. Yad. Yeah, at least the good thing is funny too. It doesn't have all that racist crap in it. You must have been for a great deal, if you could say such a thing so confidently. I see a journey to prevent the restoration to humanity. No, just a taste of files with Shai's database. Then we can than before. And the Library of Alexandria updated his own records match. Although, now I think of it, that list that you told me about movies you need to watch until you die, I think it probably might be a bit dated because there's constantly movies being released year after year. And the library... And some of them might actually did probably fit on that list. The Treasury of Babylon, huh? I see. It does sound like it works on similar principles. My library is another version of the Library of Alexandria existed a long time ago. It's the same way conceptual no phantasm, which is one with all the great libraries in history, serving responsibly of the world's greatest wisdom. It automatically gains relevant knowledge to whatever suitable poems arise. Here, your story is particularly fascinating, even compared to the countless artists I read and reread. Random real experience you have met and the many singularities you visit. Your battles, your bonds, your farewells. Even among the solid ranks of heroes that left their marker in history, not many of them can boast of a journey that compared to yours. I also learned much about Shadia's system of supporting you, command spells, and the Holy Grail. Cover that too? Damn. It's my apologies. As a contracted servant, I grew curious about the mechanism behind the command spells. I think my investigation may have given the pitchy poor impression of me. Regardless, it's clear to me that Shadi is undertaking an unbelievable amount of trial and experimentation. Every single one of your command spells shows the countless sides of free refinement before it became yours. In that sense, those who bear would seem to be downgrade. They're easy to crush, but at the cost of being less powerful. That's a bad. So they told you not only the bare minimum. Yes, this contract has been changed. The original spell, the original command spells, exerted far more over a servant, enabling them to use abilities akin to true magic. For example, you could give a contracted servant the ability to teleport instantly. You can use that now. Unfortunately, command spells have been greatly simplified from the original incarnations. It does make it possible to recharge them with Shadi's reactors. It also leaves their capacity to command a servant greatly reduced. The only way they can let a servant do something like Top right now would be the direct support from Shadia. Well, I suppose it could also work if a singularity or the servant themselves were able to affect the command spell somehow. But that's not all. Holy Grail grant that you've been collecting all this time are different from what Shadia expected to encounter. Oh, they are unknowingly punished by as a significant difference in their wish granting ability. Yeah, it's definitely outdated. The purpose, yeah. Yeah, plus it really has not aged well. Even if the filming techniques were revolutionary at the time, it's just no. The first Holy Grail Shadia recorded such traits similar to their magic. In fact, could the third magic itself been what created it? The third magic. I said too much. I will not want you to worry based on my own ground as this speculation. I'm about to say that this singularity Holy Grail may possess some unique properties. Where in my library. 1 year, our experience became servants began fighting amongst themselves. The ritual they encountered, search for the Holy Grail came to be known as the Holy Grail War. While there are some significant differences, the castles fight each other in the singularity is strikingly similar to the original format. And in that case, the reason for having the lords of the three castles fight each other is most likely. I'd like to hear more about this too. Who's there? Well, no. He's alive! Taigang Wang? Hello, Lord Beating's Master. I'm just surprised as mean as the rest of you. Okay. Yeah. Plus on top of that there, we don't have a lot of good subtitles for like watching foreign films and stuff, like always AI. Without having to pay the moolah. And then even more surprised to hear you worry about me. Isn't your sermon, Lord Pedius? You can't have him. Ha! My apologies. I used a substitution spell the last second is one of my best tricks. So there's no dying, I'm quite badly wounded. That way so that now I no longer have my tear of the Holy Grail. Damn. What's the forward temporary contract? Oh, okay. We're bridged too far. I'm very serious, kind of concerned. To be honest, I wish we could have kept our battle going just for the fun of it, but it seems it's not meant to me. Interesting. I suppose you're more of a product of your turbulent times than I thought. Who can I say? I'm not very sure myself. And although a friend of mine once told me that I couldn't have gotten as far if I did some part of me. Enjoy the chaos there, no sense. Now, how about you, Lord? What the is me? I'm no different. Never felt so alive I did as I did back then. Just following my young king to bow gave me balance energy. Back then, it felt like I could wield my spear for days on end and never tire. I'm sure you're dead, otherwise you wouldn't be here now as a heroic spirit. And of course, that's also how you know just how far our shadow could fall. Yes, I suppose so. I thought we would have kept fighting for so long if after our king was gone if we didn't enjoy it. So you remembered that Da Vinci told you. In that case, no further explanation is needed. As I said, upon King Iskandar step, my fellow terrorists I began killing one another. I am being completely honest, this scares some the most is how much I actually enjoy fighting this long war. I backed those who I call friends in the corners, and miraculously manipulated them. Affected cruel tragedy, needless deaths upon them, and spread misfortune wherever I went. In spite of all that, there was a part of me I enjoyed was doing. That you enjoyed killing your closest friends. Simply the oversight that you were born to be a general. There was no drought as sweet as the war, and there was a few in all history apart from what you know how truly sweet it can taste. Hey, Taigang Wang, are you? Oops, looks like I pushed myself as far as I can go. Must at least thank you for this lovely chat before I go, or I would never let it down. Although keys activate. Initiate connection. Type 1. Trimmer space. Yeah, they did get some hate. Yeah, apology. Yeah, pretty much like I believe so. Yeah, I remember you saying that. I returned to the four symbols of the gate of the eight diagrams. Step upon the two principles. Return to IG. I'm here, and you're here. And if you and I are one and the same, then here is here, and there is here. One last thing. Lord Putius, you may have already mentioned this, but I think the singular Sargrimoire is likely a bait. Just you know what that means. I do, but if you understood that, why you chose to take part in this fight. Well, you know, I have my subordinates' wishes to consider. No, not to mention, with me tears of the Holy Grail being real, I couldn't let them fall into the wrong hands, even if I never used them myself. Perhaps that's just part of what it means to be wield the royal authority. We cannot let willingly give something up regardless whether we plan to make use of ourselves, so we fight. Of course, when a person like you are masters of all, that could certainly change things. Aye. Besides, after trying to climb out, I arrived at a conclusion, and going along with this battle if I were to conquer a singularity. Well, is it any different for you? No, it isn't. Thank you, Daigong Wang. You're quite welcome. Now then. From the Taiji, reach the two extremes, link 4 symbols, and produce the 8 diagrams. My words are law. Now go, go, go! Skiing is not elaborate, is it? Yep, we're out. Moo, moo, moo! Side Bujang. Moo, moo! Jiro. Well, we're back in our castle. Say, even though we're summoned to separate, still shared the bond of the Saibu Jang and thanks to his no phantasm. And through the bond, we're able to penetrate the battlefield, just like we discussed earlier. Probably kept literally can't imagine. Yeah, we cast it so easy. Where's Saigon going now? I don't sense him anywhere. It looks like the effort to cast the spell made him disappear. Well, don't worry, there's nothing to be sad about. That was your master. Just so you come back. UK, Dracosoc? Da Vinci! Yeah, yeah. This is not meant to harmony race. Does so anyway. It seems leaving the Labyrinth is also a sword or a common access. What do you want to do now, Master? Indeed, this is our only option. We must recover the tier of the Holy Grail that was taken from the Norvig castle no matter what. Besides, as long as you're possess our own tier of the Holy Grail, Theseus is bound to know us or escape and come after us. So once again, we must go on the offensive. And this time, Master, we will bring this war to an indefinite end. All right. And I believe we are up to 18. Okay, this section might be a bit long. Section 13, 2 shots fired. Yeah. And if that film came out today, yeah, he would definitely get roasted alive. That problem is serious. Problem? I thought I crushed most of my enemies at once, but it seems not the case. I really thought your labyrinth would do the trick. So your problem is because I failed? No, it's not like that. All I'm saying is we need to make sure to finish it properly this time. Here, Theseus. My scouts tell me that the Central Castle is conducting renaissance with the Shadow Knights. Just as I thought, their priors are wrecked over expanding their castle. Makes sense. As an expansion, each use magical energy, so they run out quickly to try to do both at once. Since their master is human, they can't win with a drawn-out battle, so they're planning to go to the offensive, knowing that we're aware of that. They'll probably make their move within the next day or two. But wait, would you go and get ready for them, Mysterious? Don't worry, Theseus, I'll beat them all. I'll make sure you get the Holy Grail. Fine, come with me. And so, what is it? Just wanted to thank you. I'm sure there's a great deal you want to say to me, but I say you kept your silence and followed my orders faithfully. You're the lord of this castle now. On our honor, we, the Amazons, will never betray our lord. However, should you require the Holy Grail, I will be using it to take my revenge. Of course, that's fine with me. Your wish is yours to use it as you please. I said, don't know if this Holy Grail will be able to grant all our wishes. So, will I eliminate anyone who stands in my way, including you, until the time comes I am at your service. Now, if you... that's all you have to say to me. I have work to do. Oh, there you go. Of course it makes sense because Asterios is here. Are you really okay with this? I can care less about the Holy Grail myself, but shouldn't you be thinking about what happens when you win? Oh, are you favoring me with divine revelation? Just a word of advice. You and I go back far enough that I thought I should pipe up before you do something you regret. Well, as I am now. Is that painfully true? Especially since I know what happened to me after this point in my life, even if it still doesn't feel real. Now, I have a question for you as well. I'm sure you're not the same guy as you were when you lived, but you don't have to happen to retain your memories from a different summoning, do you? No. I know what happened, but I don't have any memory of it. I'm still a divine spirit. I see things differently than ordinary sermons. You do get that, don't you? Good point. It makes sense. The area I knew back then would never have taken part in the battle herself. What bizarre deal we've been caught up in. You can say that, but you're still going to win, right? That's how it's always been for you. That's true. I'm sure I will. But if you do anything that makes it miserable, you and I are going to have words. It's so strange. I don't remember you and the Cirrus having that kind of relationship before. What did I just say? There's something different than the ordinary service like you. Right now, I want to keep Asteria safe just a little bit, that's all. The goddess herself always needed protection, wanting to protect someone else. It's even the goddess herself can change. It's too bad there's no twilight in the singularity. No. Anyway, I don't think I realized how much I liked that color before. This time, I want to try winning in the true sense of the word. Good God. 10 hours and 45 minutes. So in other words, you could probably, depending on like the time of year, you could watch it when the sun rises and get done by sunset. Jesus Christ. Moo, moo, moo. Trying to say good morning. You're good, spirits. Moo! Obviously proud. I was just seeing what our castle's up to. Looks like that Theseus guy finds us staying in his castle just as we thought. Gonna attack us? Nope. Looks like we're gonna have to get it in. Yes, you better not fight this castle until you can help it. Especially when the Lord can summon Shadow Knights and change the castle structure at will. Like I said before, the singularity attackers will always be at the disadvantage. Because we have you, of course. Yep, me and my infinite army of servants. Well, somewhat infinite. More like hundreds of servants. Oh, don't worry. You're not our weakness this time. The opposite, in fact. You don't seem to be aware of yourself, but shadows are not. The ability to summon a real experience of will is an incredible force multiplier. Yep. So for master 8 to 9 hour movies, known for making. Oh God. How? Just how? How? You take advantage of real experience combat abilities account. It's like putting a siege engine out to your back pocket. So, are we talking about the Filipino filmmaker version of Natsu here? Just basically long drawn out movie, but except now instead of like long drawn out visual novels not getting to the point, we have long drawn out movies that don't get to the point. Number you have to strategize for weeks. This gouge up the firepower for a battle like this, but you have everything you need. Practically speaking, team. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Is this guy still alive? Because I would like him and Natsu to be in the same freaking room. I want to see him come up and let's keep him in there for like a month. And then that way, by the end of it, they come out. They have this huge freaking script for like a movie visual novel thing that's going to be so fucking long that it'll take people weeks to freaking get done. Of course, even then, I say only put odds to win around 30%. 30%, what is it? That's quite good. For a siege, usually you'll need at least 8 hours to get odds like that, but even then, I'm still not seeing a clear path to victory for us. No, in terms of raw combat ability, Taigan Wang and Ung Fei Yu were constantly stronger. He's 66 years old. Frick, I don't know how old Natsu is. Although, I know that he basically made the first Fate property in 04. Whenever you look at them individually, see it. They are rare and uniquely powerful team. However, this thesis is serious. What's a possible combination of no fantasy for us? So no matter how much stronger they may be, it won't matter unless we can somehow neutralize the advantages. Because if we can't, we just end up stuck inside that lava again, no matter how big escape. And let's not forget the Greek myth. Theseus and the Minotaur are no less spirit enemies than Zeus and Typhon. So seeing them team up like this strikes us very strange. Yeah. Yeah, that is very freaking bizarre. Okay. In my country, be like it, the Genji and the Terracons were best buds instead of Devil Royals. Yeah. If I wake up and then I read that, I'm going like, okay, what the hell kind of universe did I just fucking jump into? Huh? You giving... Yeah, members of both and Shadia? Damn, that's nuts. Yeah. And amazingly, Shadia has not fucking blown up. Move. Word. The evolution of it. God. So this came out during Fate Stay Night. And Fate Stay Night is so long that it's longer than the Bible. If you count all 3 routes. And texts. Ooh, word. Fuck me. Is 04 just basically a year of very fucking long shit? You're really thinking hard. Fortunately, might want to knock it off before you get yourself wrinkles. I guess that happens every night anyway. I used to hear similar things in school all the time. Although I will say that this Bite. I don't mind that nickname. No kidding. I guess despite my memories of being saved, the bite, I'm in the influence of my reactions. I suppose that's a great shot. Not even food and drink taste differently when you're ill. Anyway, do you have any thoughts about this, Zagari? Yeah, I guess. Well, I got the same thought as I always do. Anyway, the way I see it, we just gotta shoot the guy at the top. That's not a bad idea. Really? Sorry, yeah? Can you know if fans has a shoot idiots, huh? That's your question? Of course I can. I can shoot anybody with it. Doesn't matter who or how great a hero they are. In fact, the guys like you are some of the easiest targets around. Don't care if you're 100 paces away. You might as well have a giant bullseye on your head saying, shoot me. Oh, so I'm an easy target, am I? You ever want to get shot, just let me know. I'll put one between your eyes anytime. Yeah, I love how he's being so casual about being an easy target to get shot at. What comes next? The problem. I can shoot him, sure, but I can't even. But I don't think I can kill him. The way mystics work, the older things are way better. Doesn't matter if we're talking about magecraft or weapons. Which I hate to say it. Newer weapon like Matchlock ain't exactly top tier for a summer's toolkit. Yeah, probably because it'll be hard to basically encode the whole thing altogether. Yes, I understand that. It's one of the prime rules of government servers after all. So you know Phantasm is an actual match block. But the embodiment of the skills and the launch is required when you're still alive, right? I guess. I mean, I haven't exactly got a hard data back that, but my guess says probably. My match shot is definitely not the dark weapon, but calling my no Phantasm doesn't feel right either. In that case, we may have a way to exceed. To be clear, we have no guarantees here. What's more, you need a full days of rest. You also need to count on my older self to make this happen. Alright, I'm going to make a preparation. Why don't we stay here and you keep the gun ready to go ready? Yeah. Hey, where are you going, Porte? Oh, come on. You're actually making me do this. I think you can. It's not like I said I'd possibly get hit him. I only got... There's only one guy I was never able to hit. And who was that? You don't know? Oda Nobunaga. I don't suppose he's shy too, is he? Remember what I told you before about being a sniper? Well, a space target was Oda Nobunaga. Fortunately for him, history tells us attempts to assassinate Nobunaga failed, according to the Chronicle of Nobunaga. He aimed at the Lord Nobunaga, fired 2 bullets, but under watchful eyes of heaven, he merely gazed spy. And yeah, that's right, I tried and failed miserably. He made a movie called Death of the Land of Intros that's 9 hours long and 07. Who is this guy? How is he able to make these movies this long? Yeah, that's right. I tried it. And man, oh man, did I ever pay for it? I didn't even count my client. Oops. Lord Roku, for help, says he lost all his money and power not long after. Then, just as I get really fed up with life on the run, I met the sorcerer who specializes in mechanical gizmos. The sorcerer does not have anything to do with why you materialize as a woman. Yeah, that's when all this went down. They said they changed my appearance. So I said, great, where do I sign? And they expect a damn gender swap. And apparently, I can't even be male anymore, even now that I'm dead. But I guess that's okay. It's not like I'm going to get more jobs as an assassin after I botched the big one. If you don't mind me asking, how do you end up missing those shots anyway? Except for, I got no problem shooting heroes and champions. I could land a slots asleep. I mean, the targets like that might as well be going. All I do is point the bear out ahead and I'm a trigger. Well, trigger, but Nobunaga, he was so normal, it was downright terrifying. Okay, that is something I would never freaking think I would see. Man, just spending a whole month watching all of those. You probably were freaking. Yeah, I think you'd be driven mad. Yeah. Oh, no, but why? Is the one you know different or something? Oda? I'm a lot older than I look. I have seen a lot of humans over the years. I don't remember Oda Nobunaga being like that. Is that so? The shiny Nobunaga is more of an oddball, huh? Well, in my time, if he had been much of an idiot as the rumor said, my job would have been easy. But he wasn't like that. Whenever I look at someone down the barrel of my gun, I get a pretty good idea of the kind of life they lived. The hell? But with him, it's like there was nothing there. What's the impetus of the Lion Monk or the Core Harness of the Source Master of God of War? He was just an ordinary man, the kind you find pretty much anywhere. Again, ordinary. He was a guy who survived and killed Sato to become the guardian of Awari. There's no way he could be ordinary, right? But that was the kind of life I saw down on my barrel. An average, quiet, perfectly harmless guy. See for myself that fate had led to such an ordinary guy trying to conquer all Japan scared the shit out of me. Freaked me out so bad that, before I knew it, my finger was on the trigger. Lord of Naga. Oh, Lord of Naga. I don't really remember what happened next. All I know is I screamed and ran it. I'm in a panic like an idiot. I never left me running. I'm pretty sure they'll never run into anyone like that again, so I'm never going to miss a shot again. It's almost night. I still can't get over how the Singori hat. It's a day and night, but no dawn or dusk. It just changes instantly. But anyway, it's good timing. Go talk to our. Oh, Master, have you finished the speaking with Singori? That's my daytime self. I let my current self take that's a running search on things, and that's what got me thinking. It won't be easy, but with the castle's technology work with it, I should be able to figure something out. I must say, this is the first time in a life, or afterlife, that my own self has made such a steep request of me. That's up. I'll take it he was a rumor saying a single fairy then. Isn't that much? Of course, why would I find alongside someone who teaches you about them, whether you wish to learn or not? And that's doubly true when you count on someone. Watch your back. I have no doubt you can be trusted. That's it. Unlike my younger self, I can't buy a bizarre nickname for me. Alright, tomorrow will be a decisive showdown, which means I will ask you this once again, Master. As I told you before, the castle has changed from day to night, and it is safe to say that we will be fighting a series of battles. By day, the castle will have fewer shadow knights and fewer traps we can use. At night, there are sure to be more both. As such, I expected this is the last time I'll have to ask you this. Which version of me would you like to go with, Master? Me in my youth, or me as an old man? And we're updating. Alright. Alright. We made a movie called, yes, in '06, that's 9 out. How was he able to spend this much time and resource making movies 9 out this long? He has to spend at least a year doing like each, I guess. Which is like, wait, this is kind of like impressive. It has to be awful low budget too, like none of the CGI shit. Oh, so you went there with me. Is it because we're closer to the age? Well, don't worry about that. Whatever your answer we come to up with will always be the best. Or this is whatever the commander decides what's us up the best. That's the idea we need to survive for. How many decisions have you made? How much responsibility bore? Yes, I'm sure you have. This is getting too far much weight for one person to carry. That is what it's meant, to wage war. This is my daily life. Unfortunately, ultimately, I left it in the hands of a single king. You fight a lot? Oh yes, more times than I can. Let my dreams drive me and my army impossibly far to the east. I trample many things in my path to get there, and I kill people who are merely sleeping peacefully. If it hadn't been for my dreams, it wouldn't have aroused our peaceful people into fighting and killing each other. But you know, Master, what really scares me is that even I recall these memories, I feel no regret I ever did. Dreams become infectious. I too become infiltrated with my Kingstream. Pass on to many other people. Damn. Looking back on it though, the future I dreamed was never occurred to me. I think that's why I built my library. Where does it come up with plots this long and yet it's still able to score so high? Like this man sounds like pretty underrated and not very well known if he's able to pull off fucking shit like this. I made a library grand enough to make this mark on the world in history and left my dreams in the dust. So don't know what is right to call her or if I should have done the opposite. There are partial yes, you may be right. Long as the humans say will pass on their dreams and disappointments are. I don't want my legacy to be false. Even if some died because of what I pass on, ours will no doubt fall to their knees, or in pride because of it. I'm sure that is true for this king as well. Yes, I'm sure they'll both share the dreams and disappointments to each other. Everyone does that. Man, you just love to babble on that boring abstract shit, don't you? Reminds me of the monks. Sorry, you don't mean to step on your toes like in that apartment. Hey, I'm not saying you never do that, but the only thing I know for sure is that I can count on my master. Anyway, something tells me there's more to that castle. Lore than we think. I mean, Theseus. Yeah, something about him is just doesn't right me. Again, I could be wrong. No, you shouldn't be too quick to dismiss your hunches, especially as you're a sniper. We can't draw any conclusions right now. We should keep that thought in our mind when we face them again. No, this time you're going to hide somewhere out of sight. So back into my original line of our guy. Just don't blame me if I mess up again, yeah? You won't. As I said much to Master, right? Knock it off. You're gonna make me blush. Skin man, this is gonna be a good fight. Alright, Master, let's go claim our last castle. So we actually get to do this now. It's like we're like basically an hour in. Okay, good. We've been like an hour in here. Good lord. Well, they look technically is better than like our FGOs stuff. Okay. So they're here. The enemy's here. Hey, it's okay, Osiris. I'm here too. Though I'm here to fight for you, Theseus. You are the lord of this castle. I trust then that you can rely upon your command of the Shadow Knights. Yes, I guess I can handle it. I can also summon reinforcements here. I'd like to verse the rapid suit, but I just don't have enough time. It's an 18 Argentina movie which runs for 13 hours and 20. Jesus Christ! What in the? So I guess it's not just Filipinos that are making freaking long movies. It's Argentina. Good lord! Why are they coming up for the plot of this? That's how they're playing this. I thought this might happen. They really are true warriors. Heck, how did they manage to have that run in the movie theater? Yes, Dagon Wan planned to center on welcoming us into this castle. I bet portray tricks in a long way. At first glance, Theseus seems to be doing things very differently. He appears to want to all fight and to sell things here and now. He knows that he wants to decide. The chance of my studio is only real. And claim the front for ourselves. Dagon has some tricks up to say for that, possibly, but Theseus is no mage. So it's safer for him to call upon Shadow Knights and try to finish off at this at the gaze. Exactly our own choices. Face Theseus and Osiris and emerge victorious, which means we're going to have to straight for a frontal assault. We need to keep this all the way and meet them at the gate, but that will only give them ample time to summon quite a lot of Shadow Knights. And such a magical energy odor, they must be getting ready to summon their forces. Surround us? Oh, and you can tell, yes, that's probably their intent. But lucky for us, we should be able to use the rapids to our advantage. If everything works out, we can bring down the rapids around here and stop the enemy from surrounding us. We're a little more vulnerable right now without somebody here to help out after all. So just keep that in mind and order your service as you see fit. We give my best shots. Normally I'd be more nervous about that gamut, but I hear it from you, it just makes me excited. This is what a war should be like. It should get your pulse to reach enough something else. I have no idea if my other self still feels the same way, of course. No matter. Besides, now that CCS areas have come to the front of themselves, this gives us a nice opportunity to snap at me. That's right. Although we need to do our part to keep them pinned down. Alright, that's enough nitty-gritty. Let's go to show them what we're made of, Master. Jeez, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you have to probably spend fucking all day. Thank you.
この戦い、スカンダルの小僧めに捧げてやろう。はい。じゃあ兄任せとけって。立つ。
And he's gone.
だが私は負けるわけにはいかないのだ。あいにく手加減できるほどの強さ。おかずの。さあ、お任せを。打ち抜いてやろうか。はっ。はい。乙女の加護、そこをどけ。乙女の加護。はい。はっ。はい。一方。せっ。はっ。さあ、
And he's gone.
この身は騎士王に捧げし者。敗北は許されない。
Oh yes, you do have the son of a fierce warrior. I was hoping for a chance to face you, or master of heroic spirits. Bangladesh Phil. 21 hours? Just how? Just how?
これぞファロスのだ。兄任せとけって。兄任せとけって。
Oh god.
我が子供。
What's with all these countries making so long ass movies that you need to spend days to basically. Like literal days. What the heck? Knew there was a chance, but I didn't think they would actually breach the castle walls. Right, hurry and form. Oh, pal, I showed you earlier. I tried searching for it. Up this gun. Yeah, I got the soul down them. Yeah. They would have to split up into only parts because of, yeah, the coder would have like a fucking fit. Like, are these people just trying to outdo Natsu, but with movies? I see. I suppose I should be surprised. That was fine. Bow, poor Master. I'm sorry, but thank you for sticking with me this far. Alright. Okay, there's one chest there, and then there's one chest here. Okay, now they're like gonna go after Hercules, which is fine by me. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is fun. He's gone. And then watch, she's gonna get down. How many chairs I can do one? Because Hercules is the strongest in the world. I figured you'd make it this far. Oh! Bye-bye! Oh, I still have one bars, Bob. This game walked right in. Alright. Do they summon more? Only if you use hand on the master. Yeah, I suppose it can be your opponent. Bro, I don't mind. If I don't help Osiris, who will? Took 9 years. Actually, I wonder why.
H の門始終知識と力お見せしよういざ開け H の門全知全能ならざる我らが全知全能なる者へと挑む自分を変えて忘れよう今いいところなんだよなこの手はどうださあ光を呼ばせ戦というものは情報の収束に他ならない攻める捕らえだ
I have no idea. Who in her right mind will make it something last one day? I'm sorry, face as far as go. Sorry, how about you? Ariel! Unforgivable. That 40 years really did reach me. But this isn't over yet. Lucius! Lucius! Crush you, break you, die! Oh, now he's going after David. Yeah, he just freaking one-shot David there. Good. That's everything. Alright. Alright, there you go.
貴様の用意したサラダ残さず食べるともいけるよいしょ望みを声にせよ我が舌を喜ばせろ次の皿をここに
And that's a bar pop.
食べ足りぬぞ。
Yeah. Most definitely.
やれやれ、非経済的だな。一曲どう？
よ、我が舌を喜ばせろ。
And that's it.
燃えよ。デイバロンドムスアウレアよ。砕け。ラウスティアのクラウディウス。我が情熱は豪華のもの。
うんうん。あとはアビシャグがいれば完璧だね。
Sorry, Ariel. I have to fall back. Can't believe it. They got us serious. And we did it. Man. Very funny that. Wait, AI says that? You actually took that from AI. Oh, that's more funny. You are really strong, German hero, no doubt. Which is exactly why this is going to work. Yes, sir. Season of Phantasm. Got it. Wonder. Lost. Looks like your injury showed you know Phantasm just enough now. Okay, partly, I hear you. It's Serbia. Huh? Oh shit! Ah. Shot right back at him. Second though. One by missing a journey. If you attacked me with a club, I attacked them with a club. When the band killed someone with a pine tree, I killed them with a pine tree. When the villain was feeding villagers the great sea trail, I fed them to the sea trail. This is how I atone for my sins. You see, my charity was all about giving people their just desserts. So if someone were to try to shoot me or my companions, they'd be shot instead. That is the nature of my second level phantasm. That's Soviet Serbia. Scampy happening. And that hurts. If I Sylvia like that would kill me for sure. Good thing I had a whole iron match locked ready to go this time. My younger self asked me to search the library extender. And do so I came with this. Matchlock fluctuating means using gunpowder to project projectiles right there. You should be able to fire a bullet like this as well. Huh. What is this thing? It looks kind of evil. Let's call it a black bullet. The library actually contains the weapons created by the Elvis Institute. One of these weapons are a black barrel, a fierce device capable of destroying the entire world. This bullet is a degraded replica of these trees behind the black barrel's creation. Even degraded, is still powerful and deadly, but it's nothing a server should be able to handle. I was only able to create one, so you need to use your note with Phantasm when you first fire or report it. But it's also stronger to create another matchlock just for this bullet. Should be able to do that, since your matchlocks occupies the magical energy. Yeah, should. But that doesn't mean you want me to use my health as right. Assassins. Nations usually go best if you get the job done with the first shot. Save it for the second. It's highly unlikely that a single bullet will suffice it. Too late is serious though. After he's defeated himself against your first shot, you will believe that he has nothing more to fear. And our normal success he would be correct. But your second shot will have a completely different meaning. Different meaning. And one more thing. Your target will be stereos. Alright. But let's see if we read this right. This is my no phantasm. 2 shots fired. It was way someone's like, oh, even then, it's like you have to search which one actually service has that. So, Serbia. Huh? You're just saying. TCS. Aim for me? No more pudding. Why can't enough has propellant? What is this spot? Oh man, I thought we would actually do Asterios, but no, it's actually Theseus. So it was like, yeah, it's like it's one of those things that you think that, oh yeah, it would be Asterios, and we're not actually aiming for pieces of Asterios, but nope, we're actually aiming for him this whole time. Oh, spiritual is Jared. Simple reason he went after you. You two are only to fear someone you're together. Asterios can use a phantasm trap as a labyrinth, and you can use yours to escape right away. Not for the combination, we simply escape the labyrinth by defeating Asterios. See once did yourself. That's why I had to tell Asterios with first shot, and you with a second. That's why we went to the Elman's Rise, reduce your protection. And the way to Lord Castle is far, in a way, the swiftest path to victory. Well, damn. Alright, boy. There's some might see for your plan, but I had no idea. Theseus. It's over. Me, if I travel to other world and back to your legend, Madame won't let you resurrect yourself. That's true. However, there's still one thing you don't know about the truth about. My king, Theseus. I return the tears Holy Grail to you. Theseus Holy Grail. Theseus, I. He was the Lord of the Castle? It was Ceres, alright. That's right. Ceres is the true Lord of the Western Castle, and my king. Okay then. What the heck? Okay. Alright, we're almost done. This section, and then I think I first met the monster in the labyrinth. Back then when I was just doing what I thought a hero should. I thought a hero would bring bandits to justice, vanquish monsters, and finish. And filled with pride to do so. In time, there restores a certain monster. This monster lived in a subverting labyrinth, and the man that a child sacrificed every 9 years. Even the king couldn't do nothing about it. In the story I remember reading, so it says that volunteer to join the sacrifices ventured in the labyrinth. With the princess, there is a divine thread in hand, made way further and further into the depths. That's when I met the monster. Our battle was a series of miracles. Trust the intuition and held over the course of my adventures. I took advantage of every opening monster left me. I knew I would die the instant I made such a single mistake. That not even 100 blows with my sword were enough to cleave through the monster's flesh. So I persisted. If 100 blows would suffice, I land 1,000, 10,000. And unfortunately, I achieved one miracle after another. Only after I killed the monster I learned he was just an ordinary man. A man who just happened to be born in a body of the monster next to his fire. The king who angered beside him. I guess at his newborn son's appearance, the king was so disgusted that he had to throw him in no effort. He then got into his head that the monster would require human sacrifice to remain there, and to order the council children to send to life for no good reason. The monster, in turn, devoured the sacrifices he had been given. Also for no good reason. They say, I'm a monster, so I have to act like one. I think he said something to that effect, his own stilted way, and all he could stand there, trembling. I believe was justice turned out to be enough for his sort. Indignation I felt when I first heard of his monster facade, but no more than a whimper. You saved me. He smiled and he said, and truly smiled. I'm happy this means I was right. Don't be ridiculous. This was no salvation. You deserve to die like this. There I went on to become king of my own nation. But the embers of my dawn never stopped simmering in my chest. Theseus, the so-called hero, shouldn't be king. Cyrus the monster should have been king. Which meant there was only one thing to be done. Theseus should serve Asterios. In my life, I was wrong about everything right from the start. Asterios made me a minotaur, but he's no monster. The whole story was fabricated. I should have saved him from the labyrinth and made his fire pay for the crimes price in his stead. Asterios, don't worry about me anymore. Just do what you feel you should. Here's the Holy Grail if you want. Theseus sigh. Theseus! What is this? Hey, poor master, what the hell's going on here? You're here too. Sorry, I wish I could tell you, but not know any more than you do. Ah! Whoa, look at, there's a shit torm of Shadow Knights now. Never mind how many there are. There's something off about them. They just explode. Yeah, they're exploding. What the? They just blew up and turned into monsters. Ah, crap. Hydras. You sound nice, just refuse to guarantee new monsters? Theseus, I wasn't wrong. Look, my friends are gone. Serious. You did save me. Hi. Maz is coming from Sirius. This way for her. You was transformed into surrounding terrain. You gotta stop it. I don't see any of this, but I guess we just have to fight. Are you ready, Shinari Master? Wait, Porty, something's not right here. I'm a monster. Serious. Oh, it's Alter. Serious transform. Is that the Minotaur from the one we saw in the Lost Spots? Yeah, except it's darker. No, the rings are very different. These numbers can't be right. Yes, that's correct. You are a pure monster, a natural born deer, and that's why I chose you as my vessel. What do you say? Wait, no, you can't be. Don't tell me you don't know, Theseus. You're wrong. I did this to save him. Then you should be glad. Rejoice. You will never again know fear or suffering. You will know something on with me forever. This is one. Well done, Theseus. Congratulations. Theseus, you knew about a serious assassination you knew about was an MO. And who are you? This is why I may still be in its infancy, but then it's not now that the tears of the Holy Grail are gathered together. My festival has been decided. The Mesa is melting the whole castle. It's not just that. I think it's turning into a whole new structure. He's melting. I'm sin. I'm transgression. I'm weakness. I celebrate all that may be for I am. Welcome all my children with open arms. Perhaps a monster in the castle or reacted to him. This would never happen if I hadn't failed to see who the real Lord of the castle was. But why is this? I think you and I are thinking the same thing. For Dominguez. Taiko and Theseus and each had each had a tier of the Holy Grail. But this still leads to one big question. Who used the Holy Grail to make this thing in the very first place? So who is it? Now celebrate, rejoice, sing, love, for and live for the fine wine. We shall gorge ourselves on your flesh and blood. Yeah, man. Somehow its entity is taken to serious by whatever it is. It's authority of the castle's lord. Some shadow knights, and not to mention giant monsters. We're in a serious trouble if we don't finish this quickly. We need to take it serious quickly as possible. The giant monsters are attacking all of us at once, so in that case, secondary guard may not be the best option. I want you to keep that in mind as you give out the orders. What about Asterius? I'm afraid we won't be able to get any of these original Asterius single now. The thing you see killed Asterius is stole his bodies. Come at me then. I will judge you for the sin of pressure and battle. Share 2 of his breakpoints. Alright. Okay, and there's 3 chests. Beast. Alright, assassin. Where is she? Okay. What I'm going to try to do is get to here. Okay, grab that chest and then that chest.
いへいバンとさ避けてみなそら色即是空いいさへいへいあへいへい狙う避けてみな避けてみな取ったぞ大勝負 Hey, hey.
Alright, that should do it.
計画立案環境整備弾丸装填狙え立つ玉にて打ちてソロよしよし当たった当たったバンとさくれ色即是空よっしゃ勝ったまあそっちもなかなか検討したんじゃねえかしょうがない撤退だ撤退
いいね戦の気配は血が騒ぐいくらでもどうぞシュリンガーラよりじゃあ兄任せとけってと
Almost done, and
まさかこれで終わりだと思ってます
God, this is just gonna be a long turn.
兄じゃあそいつで兄任せとけって
Alright, he's gone.
我らの制覇まだ終わりを知らず
しょうがない
Oh, I just lost one unit.
Pyong pyong. Pyong pyong pyong. 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 力を示せ。やったぴょん。いや、なんでもない。よー気分がいい剣を 見せる。とっと見とれよ。この獣の象徴。愛の悪も望みを声にせよ。我が舌を喜ばせろ。
Alright, that should do it.
七つの竜よ。翼となってかけよ。今教科し追い焦がれるか。解消値。地の大輪を咲かせよ。よい。舌を濡れる。存分に褒めよ。そして甘やかせ。
Alright, I'll just end turn. Because, yeah, there's like not much I can do here.
はいはい。はいはい。
Although I can definitely wipe this guy out.
どうにかなっちゃえ。どうにかなっちゃえ。
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get that chest pretty easy.
私の愛は中央に。あれ、まだ余裕がありそうですね。
Just need everybody to just basically, like... Oh, fuck.
"兄任せとけ」って。じゃあそいつ。なるほど。じゃあそいつでスキルバトルと引きならずか。とどめといこうか。
What is this guy, like, quit basically, cock blocking my, thing?
なるほど。兄任せと。なるほど。
Like, quit cock blocking me, like, doing my no phantasm, guy.
とどめといこうか。悪くない式だったぜ、マスター。
Oh, what the heck? You're switching? You're switching! Oh, they... Oh. Oh, except for that. So you come, Shadians. I've been curious to learn more ever since the Shadow Knight sent me the information I have about you. Go on then, show me your power.
バニーのルーン、ウサギの牙、バニーは何でも。よしよし。よぴょん。差し湯ガッチ。
I'm definitely showing him my power, that's for sure. Yes.
愛らしいウサギに何か用かな。よし、ぴょんぴょんぴょん。ぴょん。ぴょん。
Damn! That Scott off would actually get that there. Let's wipe them all out. Although it's like not really necessary. Just to do it for the fun of it. Especially since this Lancer's been a pain in the ass. Alright. How incredibly simple. Victory. The name to call, Day. Ah, take this. I see. It just keeps up. I have no choice. Chance of escaping. Unscathed. It seems that a Shadian's fearsome reputation is well deserved. Your orders are timely and clever. Your time spent working with your service has paid off in spades. Each heroic spirit is a thorough person and spectacularly unsuited to working together as a coordinated unit. And yet, you're able to command your motley crew with up-plumb. Although this skill seems to be raised, that's to raise from innate talent and it does from a broadest experience. Huh! You still refuse to reveal who you are, yet you claim to have us all figured out. Here, a word to say in this form. Expect you and I would have a very good match indeed after a few back and forths. But now that I have better adjusted my vessel, I no longer need to remain in this form. Huh? No, wait, was that Chaos side? Somewhere like it. There she is. No. Now it's a woman? Yes, Tide. So that's what you call the primordial soup of the dynamic life forms. I cannot say I appreciate me being named for, of all things, chaos. I hate to shoot a woman or something that looks like one, but I guess I got no choice. No effect. There's no use to protect out excellent work on her in that form. In fact, it looks like a real body isn't even here. Excellent analysis, but This is what I'm gonna help you. Gah! Damn, she's got a Shadow Knights working for her. Stay close to me, Master. Hey, we're in some shit here. We need a plan or we are fully screwed. We can't even hurt the enemy Gerald. So if we stick around, we're just gonna matter of time before the Shadow Knights cut us off. Good point. What are you going to do? It's really... Real body isn't here. Then where could it be? Is there anywhere left in a single where you could hide? Hey, Partsy, look out! They're headed your way. See, here, yet not here. Not here, yet here. Damn, talk about a nimble. Even when he's lost a fight, his spirit work doesn't miss a beat. The singular sneak properties land only night, day and night. 3 castles. Tears of the Holy Grail. 2 verses of me. 2 verses of me. The pitch, you must communicate directly with me to arrive at Alexandrias. Can you check now to see if there's a single for my older self? Do we have data that from that call here? But it won't be your single. If you can't do it now. Okay. Hey, there's a signal from him. That's weird. It's coming from the same coordinate as you. Only it's not the same. Sounds like there's 2 of you. Each saying in separate space-times. Knew it. Sorry, but I'll explain right now. We have to figure out how we can use it to our advantage. We may have figured out the whole trick, but it doesn't change the fact that we're separated. We need a way to break through the battlefield. Or you can use Mage Scrap by Dragon Wings. Right, I told you about this back in the library. If we only had a method to teleport, then... Dracosoc? Use a command spell to call me. You know you're saying right here. Not me, the army. You want us to use command spell to teleport. But shadow spells are capable of that. For that matter, I don't even know if you're talking about. What do you mean, call yourself? Just do it. It might be possible in other singularity, but right here, right now, I'm sure it'll work. Okay, we're going to hold you. What are you up to? Hey, you gotta talk to them. You gotta go for me. Ah! Point was set aside. What? Party? Not going anywhere. Your rogue spirits and your master are going to die here. You can do this easy or the hard. Hurry, Dracosoc, call me. Come to me. What the hell? I tell you, you're not going anywhere. She stopped the rain shift! Jeez! Now you're getting away. Neither your rogue spirits nor your master. You will repeat the same nice cycle for eternity. Fighting and you bow. You're going to keep fighting until your very souls are twisted apart by Saint Strain. No, I think you. Yes, I figured you'd come here eventually, so by my time, I'm waiting for this very moment. Okay, this is our Taigon Wang. Now I think it's time to give me back my master. By divine decree, let 100 evils be cut down, and 1,000 spirits come from. It can't be. How? How did you get here? I wasn't tuning my horn when I said I was qualified as a grand servant. A little time was all I needed. Now let's go again. By the divine decree. Gah. No, my dimensional locks. You did it. Okay, let's see where we ended up. Twilight. Okay, the Dark Girl. Here, I'll put it. The Dark Girl. Red sky. So we're in Taiwan now. Here's this place. It's about time you made it back. Taigong Wang. I've been waiting here with the formation that would use our bond. I see you here as soon as the veil came undone. But then, once you were finally on your way, someone showed up and tried to stop you. So I rushed out a remote control spell and used that to send it packing. I thought I had to say, I can't believe how heavy it was. It might have looked like a young girl, but it weighed as much as a small country. No more what we got ourselves caught up in this time. Alright, I shall let you know that it was Subu Zhang who got you when you popped in. He was the one who ultimately got you here. So you saved me? Sorcerer says, well, what else was I supposed to do? Moo. Days and Shigori. I'm here. Man, that was one hell of a shock. As if getting transferred all of a sudden was enough a surprise. The first guy I see when I get here, me and Taigong Wang, the guy we fought in the Norfolk Castle. Only it's not that Taigong Wang. Man, I have to shoot you if you haven't been so quick to exclamation what's happening. Not the same. Ah, I see. It must have been one of those things. Interesting. Well, don't mind me. Alright, so let's report. Hey, you better just go see for yourself. See for myself? Oh, they're divided. Hey there, Master. I'm glad to see you're alive well, Master. There's two of you now! Rise over Twilight. No, it's pretty freaked out too. It looks like something straight out of a sci-fi mystery. Richie? I was just talking to Poryartis about this. Well, I guess I should say that Poryartis is now. And wait, the biggest answer question is, where could the one who used the Holy Grail be? The castles take up a vast majority of Singularity. If it's being here, then there's something almost no other place they could hide. So that we can not find them. Then even my eagle, the Emily, Taigong Wang, and the Theseus all searching for them is the problem. It led us to thinking, whoever used the Holy Grail may not be in the Singularity after all. They're not really? Hold on, wait, you're skipping in. What do you mean to say is, we think that they're on the reverse side of the Singularity. We thought the Singularity worked by switching between day and night, but it's not actually the case. Truth, the day and night are each their own separate singularities. Or to put it the other way, you can think of it as day and nighttime textures being overlaid atop the real singularity. The way it works was, whenever it got to a certain time of the day, you and the Irish castle service were automatically moved to the Irish singularity. No matter, moved isn't really the right word. The two singularities are layered atop each other. So it's more I could say that this move involves the Irish singularity's existence being more pronounced. And that sounds like quantum physics. Yeah, pretty close to that. This kind of a thing is usually regulated in modern magecraft like almost the seconds. Anyway, there was one servant here who obviously accepted that rule. But it is never switched between the day and nighttime singularities. There's two of them here from the start. Over each singularity. That's right, there were two singularities here and one prodigious for each of them. However, I never knew of this because their memories were being justice. Like, what happens when a servant is summoned? I think they were set to fit in with the different time I was here. You can see time doesn't follow the same way as both worlds. Some places turn out to be a parallel world, but parallel singularity, talk about scam. I think I got a headache. Don't blame me. I don't get it all ever. But anyway, you get the idea. We figured it's pretty some probably some kind of a spirited away deal. It's a very rough way to put it, but it's almost accurate. It's the same principle that lets us bring in from the very pretty game, spirited away, proper human history. But like I said earlier, this singularity is basically a scam. If you want the proof, go back to when you first arrived here, when you arrived in the Thailand area. I thought it might be hard to use singularity Star Wars possess the ability to correct itself. But so once it realizes that there's all other identical singularity on the other side, the scam no longer works. Yep, that's right. Lucky door me had been looking through how that sort of thing will work. Somebody serving itself as active reaches between worlds. So if a servant is another world, then giving them the aura command cells also transcends physical limitations. At least in situations like this where the other world, a parallel singularity was so close by. I can't believe I grew up against such a tolerable poor. Hope you don't constantly lecture your subjects like that after you became pharaoh. What coincidence! Here I was finding how much I wanted to from my younger, immature self. If it's really truly was sounding young. If only I had been wiser at your age, I could have conquered these in less than half the time. Oh, you want a piece of me, old man? Bring it on, Brett! God. This is taking the whole stop hitting yourself thing to a whole new level. Well, there's a few things that hard to face your own mistakes, so putting all that aside, right, you want to know about the mastermind behind this. Jericho's possessing Lord Asterios. I suspect she's been hiding on this twilight area from the beginning, after placing a veil at night and day on the singularity itself. So she's been hiding out on the other side of the world. No way to play hide and seek. Actually, she may not have been hiding at all. Did she just say she was? Could be that the mastermind didn't choose to hide, but simply unable to move. I've seen cases like that before. It's after all, it's the greatest feats we performed in this role. Of course, you're a goddess here. Indeed, I say, many souls the god stealing pedestal in my own time. I'm also saying something very similar to your the singularity. I got mine. I'm sorry, I wish I could say it with you. Yeah, but it seems I've reached my limit. I've been holding this information to call you this whole time after all. You're falling apart like the way you do your spiritual origin. There's still time to spare between singularities. How long has it been since you put up your formation? Oh, about 6 months or so. It's pretty lonely out here by myself, let me tell you. So I could tell from my continued mysteriousation that my master is alive well. So even if I can't track him down from here myself, I knew I'd find a way to back to him eventually. So of course I was going to stay here and wait for it until he did. Thank you. No, I do apologize for heading back to Shia ahead of you. So I hope you will watch out for him in my place. Oh, and don't worry, Subu Jang, I put a virtual bypass in place so you can stay here connected to Master. Well, we confirmed Taigo Wang as the traitor Shadia. Spiritual Witch has suffered quite a bit of damage, so we're going to put him in the recovery pod right away. There's no telling where you guys will end up if the singularity comes done. Oh, for all we know, you could have found yourself right in the middle of enemy territory. That's why Taigo Wang kept his spell in place all this time. It's also why you could escape from that girl. Thank you, Taigo Wang. Moo. But the guy, he was a fierce foe, but as an ally, he could have been more dependable. If young Ishkin over here, I would have no doubt that he'll be falling all over himself to approach him. Now then, what's we have the opportunity to rest a bit. Master, there's something where else I'd like you to go. Where's that? Where else? The enemy's home base. Are you up for it, Master? Of course. Just what I was waiting to hear. Alright. Yeesh. You're almost at the time gate. Reports. The service are being strong, very strong service of Pedelius and Siguri or Shinjubu, a spy nearby. So they really made it here to the Taiwan. I suppose I should have expected this when I failed to hold back. Then it's probably just a matter of time until they make it their way to this castle. Take the beast, use them as you will. Understood. I doubt that it'll stop them. No, they can't stop, even if you want to. That's just how rogue spirits and their masters are. Then it's time they learn how simple their actions are. If they came all this way here, they should meet their appropriate tragedy. I am sin, I am transgression, I am weakness. It's supposed to be the fourth castle. I won't call this the fourth castle, I say this is what the castle actually looks like. Castles we've been seeing now in the day and night are seeing were probably just different projections of this one. I guess we could call this the Castle of Taiwan, although the Taiwan does it and usually bring such an ominous atmosphere to mind. Seems like the castle is more like some mysterious otherworldly domain to me. I can see some places where we could maybe sneak in, but it really doesn't look like this place where humans live. I guess you could say this about day and night castles too, but this one's a whole new world. Moo. Right, this is... Wait, I found a nice spot where we can see inside. Here, we got to be able to take a look from here. Got a pair of knockers for you. A little faster than getting Gary like that. You see it. Well, let me see. What is several kilometers away? As the dough is right in front of us. Okay, here it goes. Try not to yell in surprise. Whoa! So that's where this these things came from. So many dreadnoughts. You mean there's more than one of those monsters? Hang on. Something is not matching up with our instruments. Something wrong? The magical energy waves from the dreadnoughts are almost identical to the ones from the castle. It almost seems like twins. No, sacrifice. Reminds me of more of a snake shed skin. No, now I see. The dreadnoughts and the Shadow Knights are all fragments of the castle of Twilight. Does that mean they all like dragon teeth? Oh, I know what they do about those. They're from the legend of Camus the Dragon Slayer. Is that where they got Project Camus from? Of these, right. After Camus defeated the dragon defending a spring, I think it gave him a divine revelation. Right to the dragon's teeth in the ground, as the revelation struck them, the armament sprung up from him. It said that these men are the Dragon Tooth Warriors, went on to become the first Libyans, but that's another story. My point is, you're right, these things do remind me of them. If something similar happened here, then what about Castle? How is it about to reduce the dreadnoughts as well as the Dragon Tooth Warriors? Then wait, based on those rings, I'm worrying if that whole castle isn't actually another monster's creation. What kind of monster would possibly make something like that? No one such creature. Does this mean you know who or what's behind this? I have a feeling it might be the case. I wasn't sure until now. Though I've heard identified Papas ever since we found out what specific areas. Master, do you remember what I told you about the Sphinx? You also remember what I said about the great gods running away to Egypt for a time? What? Why do you think they did that? From something right. That's right, even with all their power, all the Greek gods were afraid of a terrible monster. Just one monster? Ceres called himself a monster, but I have to disagree. Her monster was made for creatures like this. For this monster was the ancestor every her monster that appears in Greek mythology. The Cerberus and the Hydras and the Shadow Knights fused into earlier were all born from this monster. Legend even says that the Navidian lion, the dragon guardian the Gold Fleece, and the 100-headed dragon known as and then the Gorgon were all members of its bloodline. Even the giant we saw in the first castle was sure one of the monster's brothers. There's a number of legends about where this monster came from, and most of which involve giants. I guess that the giant we saw was from the short timeline, but being forced to eliminate any would-be castle lords were up to the task. Yeah, be kidding me. This monster is sometimes referred to as an ancestral dragon. Not us suggest that the Predator of the Dragon King, where it was one of the first dragons, princegrator of monsters everywhere. And then all of the Library of Alexander's books is the most feared creature to ever been recorded. Its name is Typhon. Whoa, just a minute. Typhon is the biggest monster of Greek mythology. They say it even defeated Zeus himself. You know it's that bad when they're boasting and I can defeat Zeus. It's no close thing either. Zeus wasn't merely defeated. His first posted immortal slaying life or so too. Second word to had another god not intervened to save Zeus, it would have been the end for their time proper. But it sounds like I guess you haven't read about this creature in the books. Right you are. Back when it lived, it was shown the fragment of Typhon's body. Fragment of its body. Do you recall what I said about the model for my Noble Phantasm Library of Alexandria? Contained two aspects. Well, the art library of Alexandria on the first side was completed with the help of Atlas Institute and our mages. Windows mages from the Laundry Sea. Isn't the same Laundry Sea from the original Mages Association? It's very same, although I'm more aware of Shadia's relationship with them. Laundry Sea is usually completely isolated from the world at wars. I can only ever dealt with one erratic mage. And that was the very mage who had the fragment of the Typhon. Well, the history of No Phantasm is even more complicated than I thought. It was simply necessary to incorporate magecraft in order to gather all the world's knowledge. That's all. So this is why I was summoned. I have a connection to Typhon and the skills needed to resolve the singularity. That's why I had one spiritual origin summoned to each to the day and night portions. Think that girl is Typhon? I would believe my first guess from looking at her. Still, Tycho Mine said Typhon had been sealed away, right? Yes, the Mount Itsuna. According to legend, Typhon should still be something there. Hey, that's right. We're up against the sleeping Typhon, then we don't have anything to worry about. According to legend, the goddess of fate's trickery is what led to Typhon's defeat. He fed a fruit that said would grant any wish. In truth, that it was the fruit of intermediary. Rather than having a wish granted, whoever ate that fruit would in fact never have any wish come true. Sure enough, after Typhon ate the fruit, it was never able to defeat Zeus again. Zeus chased it to the island in a maturation where sealed away, buried by an eruption of Mount. No. Good. Since Typhon sealed away, this version that is materialized here must be the one who ate that fruit. That would explain why it looks like a girl now. You really do have an excellent magecraft education, Director Gorov. I've always been obsessed with the stories of heroes that I forget about things about that. It was merely part of the exalted policies department, but I did receive instruction from the introduced department for Lord maybe Asteria herself. Though he also said he was shocked by my lack of talent. And he's possibly good to me about that too. Damn. I love it when the lords are like trolling. Yeah, mages tend to be fucking assholes, but we can be fun fucking like assholes when they can become like good fucking ass trolls. Anyway, that form of type, so long as the fact that signing on the singularity of Earth side is a proof that it lost its power. And that means now we're here, As long as we can find Type Spy, our victories are assured. Or is it too optimistic? No, I was thinking largely the same thing. For one thing, if Type is still at its full strength, we could have easily burned this entire single reaction. We would be mosquitoes picking a fight with a giant. That we're still alive is proof that Type is still weak. And that means our only option is to make our way through the castle and to find the real body before it's too late. So we gotta get past those dreadnoughts. That's the scary thought. It is. As I said, it's our only option. You wait here in Subu Jang. We may need you. Come, get us if we take adventure. Move. Alright, now, there's the usual question. Huh, there's no need for you just doing this time. You know? Now let's both by your side. Alright. Guess we can't sneak in any further. Shadow Knights and Dreadnoughts all react to magic energy. You have to be a assassin working alone to get any deeper here without being a spy. Just sneaking in won't be enough. We all need to reach the heart of the castle. Well, yeah, ain't no point unless we take that place over. Exactly. And considering the sort of castle is, we expect to have endless supply of Dreadnoughts, the Shadow Knights. Yeah, okay, there it is. That's right, maybe different here in the singularity, but the Shadow Knights are still on from attaining it. What's more, once the landline is cleansed, her nest will end up going somewhere else. Help you with the mystical adjustments from here. That's like last time. Yeah, that's reassuring. Let's offer a bit of advice as well. As much as this place looks like a castle, it's still functional in many ways. Maybe tough materials, but there's still bound to be weaknesses. This wall is over there, for example. Good, everything's ready. Well, there's no point in saying I'm twiddling your thumbs. Are you ready? Yeah, okay, yeah, this is gonna be a bit difficult. Thank you. There goes the wall. Gotta put more servants there and tell them what to do. Enemy turn. No, we force them for they're still are stopping if I'm all. Make a break for the castle interior. I'm impressed you can still fight as well, me. There's no need to throw around this way. You won't need to cut your enemies out. This is gonna.
もう少し巣に浸っていたかったのだな。さて、あの話の検索を開始しよう。はい、ほいほい。はい、はいよ。つぶれろ。そらそらそら。逃げられると思うなよ。よっしゃ、勝った勝った。さて、獣がいた。
Well, I never thought I'd get to watch myself fight. It's your lucky day, oh man. Just sit back and enjoy it.
戦闘だがその前に可愛い女の子とご縁がありますようにお祈り終了。天下無双の力見せてやら。狙いを定めて天下無双の力見せてやら。はいよはいよ。知識と力お見せしよう。そらそらそら。ふさわしい罰を。
悪くない式だったぜマスター。
Man, you're really not wanting me to get through.
もう少し。
なるほど。
ザリアととっておきだ。戦というものは情報の収束に他ならない。つまり
いいね。戦の気配は違い騒ぐ。
はいよはいはいよ。ほいほいはいよ。我が宿命月女神に恋願う。肉体に合力を精神に冷徹を。アルテミスアグネス。 つぶれろ。そらそらそら。我が矢の届かぬ者はいない。よっしゃ勝った勝った。さて獣がいたならさばいて食おうぜ。
These people really just keep going.
悪いが今回は
Yeah, I don't mind, really. It's like...
叩きつぶせ。
じゃあなるほど兄任せとけって。とっておきだ。悪くない式だったぜマスター。
Yeah. You're really not wanting me to go through, are they?
浸っていたかったのだがな。ほう、指示はよかろう。殲滅だ。いざ開けHの門。全知全能ならざる我らが全知全能なる者へと挑む。身分を変えて忘れんよう。
我らの制覇、まだ終わりを知らず。いいね。戦の気配は血が騒ぐ。
指示は聞いたよ。指示は聞いた。今いいところなんだよな。脆弱ふさわしい罰を。さあ光をよこせ。ああ、この結果はとっくに演算していたとも。
Alright.
ほいほい。はいよ、はいよっと。潰れろ。そらそらそら。我が矢の届かぬ者はいない。あいにくだな。俺には幸運と不運をまとめて持ち込む女神。
Okay, what I need to do is probably just head back.
もう少し浸っていたかったのだがな。
あ、じゃあそいつで。
And then get to this wall. It's like, we just need to, like, bust through.
我らの制覇、まだ終わりを知らず。
Oh, wow. That's gone. Man, they're really making sure I do not get in there. Just like we did at the beginning, you need to cleanse the way and direct my master. Alright. Oh hey, Gundam Masterman. Sorry if I just now noticed. How goes it? Okay. Alright, as usual. I gotcha. Well, hopefully you're able to relax for a bit. Yeah, let's just get rid of this guy. Oh yeah. That's me. Like myself yesterday. Noticing that, yeah, basically, feeling like a bit tired. Alright. Thank you! I'll take that. Well, it hurts just basically nukes. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. They're just gonna keep throwing enemies at me.
私の
兄様
Okay.
神格接続力光我らこそ
天空にて輝く愛熱狂せユダリダイ地に伏せよ空を仰げ
Okay, well, at least that put a stop to it. Alright. Oh, you ass. Yes. Okay, this is gonna be a while. Because the enemy just spawned in.
「どうということもない」
我らは神にして光逆らう
Thank you.
おいほい潰れろ解放よっしゃ勝った勝ったさて獣が
Here, Master. Master Streets' line. Find nice coordinates dropping mishcap at anchor. Anyway, corruption masters complete. Curse separation, land and ritual, coefficient both holding. Setting under 4 piece. Sorry, make that 6%. I'll fix it. Patch update upload. Mystico's spell sync operates. Okay, everything's ready to go. Alright, here goes. Activating the Arcana Mystico spell. And victory. Alright. Okay. I think I'm gonna probably call it here. I'm getting a bit tired, but stick around, we're gonna find someone to raid. Who is on right now? Alright. I love how I was suggesting that I collab with myself. Alright. I think we're gonna raid to ask. He does FGO at times too. He looks like he's doing Alien Isolation for Spooktober. Yeah, Moles. I will be back here on Thursday. We're going to finish up with this, and then we're going to get back to Spooktober. But yeah, anyway, Moles, this is Demon Draco Sock signing off, and have a good week. Later.